let's see what goodies we can find. Well, back at my house, I'm not even sure how the beginning of the video is going to go. It wasn't the greatest, but I was trying to do something a little more interesting. You'll see when it gets uploaded. But we have a big collection of Matchbox. Over 100 pieces that I've actually bought. This was a little while ago. I picked it up from my buddy at the show. I didn't really find a whole heck of a lot to show. Turnout wasn't amazing, and it was kind of raining and everything like that, but it was all right. But nonetheless, I picked up this giant collection, and what you're actually seeing in front of you is all of the extras from the collection. I like to call it whatever. Stuff that I already have, but they're all from the 90s, early 2000s, stuff like that. So certainly not bad to have doubles of. And there's some surprising variations that I've found that on the pictures it looked like they were the exact same, but they're definitely very, very different. And a ton of new stuff. But for the first half of, well, I guess I'm going to split it into two parts. The first part of this will be mostly looking at what I already have, and then the second part will be all the new stuff. There's no point in me opening already stuff that I already have, so I have it already, so I'll show you that anyways. Yada yada yada. We'll get into it. So where should I begin with this? Because this is complete chaos. My room has been an absolute disaster today. Going through all my Hot Wheels, I've been actually selling those off and dealing with all that. It has turned my room into a tornado, like went through it. Yeah, let's go through it. So we have this Viper here, this Dodge Viper GTS, right? So it is from 2000 copyright date to 2001. Nothing too crazy, right? But this is a variation, and I don't know if it can show on camera actually, because it is significantly different. I will actually open this one up. So I will actually open this one, and I will have to put that on the side. This might actually be a little bit tricky for me to film. I'm always trying something new, right? There's that over there. Okay. Let's see if you can tell the difference. So the interior is the same, but look at the stripe. Can you tell? There's definitely a difference in the stripe, all right? But that's not the only difference. Look at the paint between, sorry, I'm looking at the car and looking at what you see. But look at the metallic. It's like they cranked up the metallic flake in the left one and made it a normal blue on the right. Super weird. There's actually quite a big difference. You can really tell kind of on the quarter there. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can see it. It's a completely different blue. Super strange, but I'm happy that it's different in the variation. Oh. Huh. Wait. So these... am I dumb? I wrote 2001 mainline on this. (2001) because it came out in 2001 but copyright 2000. This is the exact same 2000. Why? Huh? Why does this one have suspension but this one doesn't? The exact same release. I have no idea what's going on with that. That is actually baffling me. Okay, I will put that off to the side. If you guys know anything about that, oh, wow. This is apparently way too long to rant about this car. How did I not know this? What? I wasn't not paying attention. What? This one was a metal base. This one was a plastic base. Huh? If you guys know anything about this, you gotta let me know, because I haven't got the slightest clue why those are so different. That's weird. What else should we look at? We'll look at these cars on the left here. There is no difference that I've seen between these El Caminos. Not a color, nothing. 1970 El Camino from 1998 copyright date. So I will safely put that one off the side, but we still want to look at it, right? So here we have El Camino. I'm not a big fan of this color, to be honest. It's kind of weird. I think I have 3 or 4 of these now in the collection. Ooh. It's not a bad piece. No suspension, but that one's okay. Maybe I'll actually get that out of the way and maybe we'll put some cars here. I might regret this, but yeah, it baffles me. We'll look at this Mercedes. So there is actually a big difference for this one, and that would be, I believe it's just the wheels. Yeah, it appears it's just the wheels. Now, this one, I'm trying to pay attention. This one came from a play set, and this one obviously is from the card. I don't know if the wheels are just a coincidence, and maybe those wheels only came on the playset version. I don't know enough about it, but here's this one on a pretty much mint card from 1996 copyright date. Because it is a difference, yeah, sorry, I was going to actually open that one right up here, which I know seems kind of sacrilege for such a mint card from that age, but we will open that up. There we go. No suspension. Yeah, exact same car, just the difference in I'm trying to look at it through what I can see versus what you can see, because I have to remember the camera's in the bottom right. I can see over here, right? Nice to have that little variation. That's pretty cool. Take that off to the side. We have this Wave King, they call it. No difference there. Copyright date is 1998. This one's a weird one. I don't really care much for the boats, but it is fairly close to scale for vehicles with a tow hook or anything. So I believe it comes off. Yeah, it will come off. You just unhook it from there, but I won't do that. But it's got actually a good amount of weight. The white part is metal, blue part is plastic, and the purple is plastic. So, but it's an okay little thing. Not bad. We won't waste too much time on these boats. Yeah, there's no difference in these boats here. I won't take the boats out of the package because they're a bit finicky and parts and stuff, but 1998 copyright date on these. And those ones are okay. So I won't take those ones out of the package. Boats aren't that interesting. Again, with this boat, no difference. Wave Buggy. 1998 copyright date as well. What else do I got? Was there any other ones here? Okay. So this one is the exact same from what I can tell, but I am going to replace it because the one I have has a tiny bit of damage on it. So happy to replace that one. Just says police, but it's a Ford LTD, whatever, Crown Vic from 1998. So let's add a replacement. Actually, this go down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so here's this one. It's got a little bit of damage on it. Nothing bad. I'm still going to keep it in the collection. Just chrome starting to come off a little bit. It's got a couple of chips on it. It does have suspension. But now we have a fresh blister pull one. I think I actually bought that other one for like 50 cents or something, so that's why I grabbed it. But all of my cars in my collection are minty mint. So that one's very nice. Just off the side. Then we have this one here, which is the Land Rover Freelander. That one's alright. 1998 copper date. No difference there. I'm sure this packaging is really loud for you guys, I'm sorry. This one's got a little bit of a lean to it, but I don't care that much enough to replace it just for that. Because this thing's got wild suspension. It's probably just the way it's at in the package. A bunch of these older Matchbox will lose their suspension, but I don't care too much. It's not a casting that I chase after, so it's not worth just replacing. Then we got this one here, the 1997 MGF from 1998. No suspension. I got crud and dust everywhere. I think I've said it before. This is really ugly color combination, but nice example of a tooling that I certainly don't have a lot of. So we have here, we got the mobile crane. This one's a neat one for an unlicensed. 1997 is the copper date. Tons of play value on this one. So this should just come out, goes back in, that swings. I don't think it swivels, no. Up, down, this goes out. Not bad. Unlicensed, but very good unlicensed for sure. It's got a lot of weight to it too. The whole red part is metal. Plastic, you know, plastic base. But that's okay. It's got the majority of it's metal. That's not bad. What else we got? What is this? Ford Expedition from 1998 again. I like this one. It's a good casting. I have a couple of it. I need more of them. I think there's quite a few releases of it. Good suspension. Chrome. Yeah, that's not bad. We got this Jeep here. Again, no difference. There's only a couple that really had differences. 1998 Jeep Wrangler. There actually is a little bit of a difference between this one, but it's so minor it didn't really matter to me. There is a slight difference in shade between these two. There's no point in showing on camera because it's so minimal that you'll never see it really. Didn't make a difference to me. This thing's got crazy suspension. Look at this. It's probably one of my favorite releases of this casting because I love these wheels. They work so good on this. I almost wish it had just a little bit more tire to it, but other than that, I love those wheels, tires, whatever. This is another weird one. I think I mentioned this in the last video that I uploaded. The Isuzu Amigo. No difference here, but oddball casting. I'm not going to say no to having another one. A little bit of suspension there. Mostly the rear suspension is caved, but very odd casting. Maybe I should zoom in a little bit. That chrome is starting to fade a little bit. I think the other one's doing the exact same thing. They turn a little bit gold. That was okay. Next we have the 56 Ford pickup. A food delivery, 1998 copy date. Again, most of them, I guess, are that copy date. It's gonna be a nightmare trying to put these back in those boxes, so I have to figure out what is what. So we got fresh produce delivery. This was a heavy one, plastic base, but there's just a lot of metal going on here. The chrome. I'm not a big fan of this green, to be honest, but I do like this casting for sure. This truck is nice. Gosh, what should we look at? Let's take a look at this one. This is a pretty neat one for an unlicensed. The Air Transport. Older release, well, it says 1998. I don't know if you can see that, but comes with this little jet. And I have a couple of these now. There's actually a new one that I'm going to show you guys in probably the second video. Yeah, there's quite a few good releases. I got the NASA one. That's a great one. That just sits on there. Got one with rockets. Definitely like those wheels. I think those are the same wheels on the Jeep, I believe, right? I think so. Yeah. Very nice. I do like these older unlicensed castings. They're pretty neat. These things are pretty tricky to come by, if I remember correctly. Then we got a yellow Dodge Viper. From 1998 is the cover date. Sorry, that's probably pretty loud. I did that right beside the mic. A little bit of suspension, that's nice. And just a standard gloss yellow classic Viper. Nothing too fancy going on here. I wish it had the rear tampo. That would have been amazing. Not bad. Where are we getting into here? What do we got? With this one here, where'd that go? I haven't even put the one I wanted to keep in the plastic box yet, but it's this one. The Volkswagen Beetle in black. No difference that I can tell. 62 Volkswagen Beetle, 1998 cover date. Yeah, this one's very nice. I swear I had it already boxed, but I didn't. I picked this up for 50 cents. I might even, well, it's got a couple of scuffs on it. I don't think it's worth replacing over that. Just keep that one nice and carded for now. Maybe later on I'll replace it. Got a suspension too. Yeah, it does. That's a good one for sure. Man, what the heck? Oh, this one's cool. This one's got a variation that I found. So we have this Concept 1 Beetle convertible from 2000 copyright date. So we'll actually open this right up because it is a variation, and the variation is the wheels. Check that out. That's the only thing. Suspension. So not bad. I don't know how rare each one is. This one's got a bit of a lean to it. Again, being in the package for so long with the suspension and everything, they kind of lean. I don't know which one I prefer. I almost prefer these wheels. They kind of work a little better on it. Maybe I'm wrong. There we go. First one, the goofy graphics, and the second one. Oh, this one I'm super excited for because it's a great casting. Extremely heavy. This is one of the ones I thought was totally normal, no difference at all, and I was actually going to give it to my friend, and then I realized, oh wait, there's quite a difference. So it's the FedEx Ford van. This thing's amazing. Plastic base, but the entire top is one piece metal. Pretty crazy. So I'm actually going to open this because, oh yes indeed, this thing's even got a suspension. Such a nice casting. I love this casting. There's a reason why they don't make it anymore, because it's super heavy. Bam. Look at that. Blue windows, black windows, or clear windows. I don't know how rare they are. Oh, there's actually even like a color difference. So what did I just have there? I just 298. No, there's one, right? Is it? No, I've dropped the box down and just Ford box truck, 1999 main, right? Is that what I said? Like I said, so this one's 2000. Right? What the heck did I just say there? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where it went. I threw the box down and I can't find it. But nonetheless, I might be a different year, maybe a different release, but there's actually a color difference between these two. One's a little more cream colored. So I want to double check the years on these. But yeah, I'm stoked. I mean, that's really heavy. Both of them have good suspension. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, yes, there is indeed a variation. Put that up to the side, and we got another small little variation. It's on this Camaro police car. 1999 copyright date. Let's see here. I was almost tempted not to keep it, or open it, I should say, and put it in the vault, if you will. But it is just enough. So let me double check here. I think everything else is pretty much the same. So do you see it? Can you see the wheels? A bit more chrome on the bottom ones than there is on the top. Don't know why, but there is. But nonetheless, this is a nice casting, got suspension. I like this Camaro for sure. I keep getting distracted. I keep looking at the car, looking at the camera. I'm so focused on the camera. I don't know what to say because I'm focused on the camera. It's kind of funny. We got this Mercedes-Benz A-Class. No difference here. 1998 again. This is a weird car in general. Great replica Matchbox did, but kind of an ugly car in general. Suspension. It's got solid suspension. Metal on metal construction. That's really why I like it. I do have the premium release. I think it was from Superfast or Premiere. I don't know. It doesn't matter. This one's not a great example. Red on purple interior. It's kind of 2000s for sure. 90s. But not a bad one to have in the collection. Anything old, I don't mind having doubles up. This one's a neat one to have doubles up. No, I mean, I guess there's a tiny bit of a difference on this, but nah, again, not really. The lettering's a little more bold on the other one, but meh, doesn't matter to me. Especially on a minty mint card. Auxiliary power truck from 97 copyright date. I do like this truck quite a bit. The auxiliary power truck. Surprisingly light for how big it is, but it's not bad. The suspension. These do move. I think they go up. They do. Try not to do that very much. I don't want to break them. Red part's metal, plastic. But nonetheless, still a great looking little fire truck. And my favorite wheels too. What else do we have? We have the 57 Bel Air convertible. No difference here. 98 again. I think I got 4 or 5 of these now. It's very popular. Easy to find, I should say. This one's got more of a gold chrome to it. I don't know if I call it a variation. I think it's just age. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I think it's just age. No suspension on this one. Not my favorite color combination, I'll be honest. But I do like this casting for sure. Some of the premium versions are really nice. But there you go. Here's another heavyweight. We got just called the camper. One of my favorite wheels. 98 again. Really enjoy this one. I've only got 2 or 3 examples now of this one. I don't know how many they made, but no suspension, of course. The entire white part is metal, obviously for the door. And is that metal? No, plastic piece. I thought it was metal for a minute. Yeah, the door opens there. Again with the wheels, I love these wheels. 34 states and still going. Yet again, another fantastic unlicensed casting from Matchbox. They used to do much better ones. I mean, I get why their choices are what they are today, because I mean that casting would just be simply too expensive. But they're getting creative with certain things for sure. But I don't know. Some of the stuff they released today is really, really good, but then the unlicensed stuff is like, I don't know. But the older unlicensed stuff was actually really, really good for the most part. Formula Racer, 1997 on that one. No difference here. I think there's like a ton of versions of these. I could be wrong, but I'm sure there's a ton of versions of this. Not a casting I particularly go after, but again, if it comes up for cheap, it's cool. Goodyear tires there. Metal base, metal body. Yeah, the whole thing's all metal, which is nice. Definitely large scale. Or maybe it is 164. Does it actually say 153 or... Well, 153 is a bit large. Plastic wing, but that's the only thing really plastic on it. Obviously the person, but... That one's okay. We got the London bus for 29 minutes here. This can be, that's why I have to separate this in 2 parts. London bus with the Union Jack Tours version. Hoping it was a different version. It would be nice to get more of them. Obviously no suspension here, but a classic London bus. We've all seen these classic Matchbox. Tons of weight. I got to get more of these buses because they're fantastic. There's that. We got a couple more here. What else we got? We got a Scania T142. This one's a great one. A lot of people like this. 98 again. Unfortunately, no variation, because that would be nice. I can see some different wheels, maybe. I have a Coke version. I think that's the only other version I have. No, I think it's a Peterbilt that I got in the main collection that you'll be seeing later. Metal body, plastic base. Again, with those fantastic wheels. The push bar on the front, which is part of the interior, I believe. Lots of great detail, especially for a mainline. I wonder how popular these trucks are in other countries, because I've obviously never seen one here in Canada. And this is one of the, I still got like 4 or 5 more, at least, doubles we gotta look at. We got this Humvee with the ugly wheels, 2000 copy date. There is a bit of a issue with the one I have, but again, not really worth me changing it. Suspension, metal opening part there. Actually, no, I lied. The other one, the E is kind of missing. So this one's actually full, so never mind. A little bit of detail, not much on the front. No interior. Good casting, really ugly color combination. The yellow with the god-awful wheels. I really don't like these wheels. Definitely of the era, for sure. But there's that one. I'm gonna start ripping through these because I'm running out of space. You know what? Let me make some space real quick, and we'll back to it. Oh, don't want to knock over the phone. Make some space. Yeah, that'll do. Get off to the side. Yeah, that'll do. That's it for actual variations, but for the most part, we'll just take a look at the rest of them. So we have this Ford Explorer Sport Track. This one's really neat tooling. I'm ashamed that they don't make this anymore, because this one's a great execution. So, because the way they did this is really cool. Let me show you here. So, no suspension, but the back opens and this little bed extender comes out. Like that's really cool. I like that a lot. Obviously that probably breaks a lot on these, but nice detail on the front. Nothing on the back, but the fact that a mainline has an opening part and accessory like that, that's very cool. There you go. Yeah, 57 Chev again. This one much nicer in blue. 98 copy as well. Nice to see the suspension on this one. I don't mind this one. It's got the little anniversary, I guess, logo on it. I really like this blue. This blue is very nice. Not much in terms of detail on the front, but there is a little bit there. Nothing on the back. Got a cop car here. A Crown Vic from just a generic police car here. I gotta start ripping through these because these are all duplicates, right? 1998 again. Why is the paint? Is the paint bad on that one too? I guess it's just, yeah. It's a very flat blue paint. No suspension. It's a classic Crown Vic. Nothing too crazy, just generic. Trying to get all these Crown Vics because there's quite a few of them, I believe. Some of them could be a bit tricky to find. But there you go. Got a Plymouth Prowler in gold. No difference here. 2000 copper deep. That one's okay. Kind of an ugly car, kind of an ugly color combination, but nonetheless, it's in the collection. We got this Volvo truck. I love this casting. No difference here on this one. But very popular truck casting from what I believe, so certainly not bad to have another. Yeah, this just pops off here. You can interchange whatever pieces you want. This whole thing is all metal, which is fantastic. Of course, that's plastic and a plastic base, but you still got a lot of weight. And this thing, you guys know this casting. This opens up. I don't want to break it. Very nice Volvo truck. There's a ton of versions of this. Not bad. Apparently we got another 57 Chev, or 55 Chev, my bad, in a blue. No difference, but this one's great. I like the hardtop a little better. Suspension, just says Bel Air on the side. Chrome, but no tampos around. I get the white top. I don't know how building the ultimate Matchbox collection. Ooh, that's a long name. It's a YouTuber here. I don't know if you guys follow him, but you should, because he's got fantastic content with Matchbox, and I don't know where he gets his collections from. I don't know what kind of wizardry he's got going on to find these crazy collections, but man, he's got probably deep pockets, but he's really lucky with some of the crazy stuff that he finds. Viper RT10. I like this one, classic blue Viper. You don't even want to see what the mess on my floor looks like right now. A little bit of suspension, not really a whole heck of a lot. Just a clean, classic, simple looking Viper. This thing looks great out of the package. A little bit of metallic. Oh, just a simple Viper. Nothing crazy. Here we go. We got an ugly one here. We got the Chrysler Atlantic. That nobody really cares about. You know, it would help if it wasn't brown on brown, but hey, what do I know? Ugly car. But I'm sure it's a very clean representative of what it actually is in real life. Like, I'm sure it's very accurate. It's just a really, really ugly car. There's that one. We got a Volkswagen Concept Beetle. It's very nice pearly white. Again, that's gonna be a nightmare putting specs in the boxes. Yeah, you guys get to watch the good stuff. I actually like the interior in blue. Makes it pop a little bit. Silver tampos in the front there, a little bit on the back, nothing crazy. Is that window bent? Not really, no. Yeah, I think you got a little scuff on this one, but I think even the other one has a little scuff on it too, just from packaging rub. We got 57 T-Bird. I probably should have split this into 3 parts, to be completely honest, but you know what? We're toughing it out. We're toughing it out. In a very flat, kind of yellowy, pale color. not the greatest example of this. I'll be honest. The plain gray looks very cheap. Great casting. It's just this particular color combo, meh, doesn't really do much for me. Love the wheels though. Old school Matchbox. This one's a popular one. These are on my floor now because I ran out of space. The DAF truck in orange. Happy to have another one of this because this one's very popular from what I can recall. Break it, I guess. Oh my gosh, mine is stuck. This one's insanely heavy, almost as heavy as the FedEx truck. Or FedEx truck, yeah. The whole orange part is all metal. The black part on top here is metal, and the black on the bottom is plastic. So tons of metal in this one. There's a reason why they don't do it anymore. Again, with my favorite looking wheels. No, might be part of the interior. I think it is. There's that one. A couple more and then we'll look at some newer stuff and that'll be it. It's already 41 minutes. I gotta split it and make it 50-50. Let's split the collection in half. Nothing different here. You got a 57 Corvette. Another great casting. I love these Corvettes. Oh! Matchbox does a great job with Corvettes. You never saw that. That never happened. The top is all plastic. Painted white piece there. Because they make a convertible tooling of this as well. Suspension. A little bit on the front. Split there for the chrome on the base. It's nice to see. Not much detail, but great casting there. I'd like to see more of this today. I don't know how easy it would be to do, really. It'd probably be pretty expensive to make, but I like it. We got this one here. We got a Pontiac GTO 1970. I think I have like 5 of these now. Kind of a squashed tooling, but not bad. Classic black with the GTO. Nothing on the front, nothing on the back. Not bad. And the last one of the duplicates before we get into the good stuff actually is a triple. It's this 65 Mustang, white with the blue. I think I have 5 of this one too now. No suspension. I like this casting. It's very disproportional, but for some reason I love it. Because there's so many versions of this. I think I have like 10 of them at least. Classic. Clean stripes. Nothing too fancy. Very clean, very simple. Okay, I'm gonna grab, I think it's 16 more, and that will be it for this video. I know it's a long video, but that'll split this whole collection 50-50. So I'll make a little bit of space, just a little bit, move a couple off to the side, and then we will call it a video here. I know this is a long one, but I think it's worth it. There's some pretty cool stuff in here. I'm always winging it with these videos. It's just kind of whatever it is, right? I'm just going to grab 16 random ones and we'll go from there. All right, what do we got? 6, 7, 8, 9. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Boom. Let's do it. 16 fresh new pieces to be added to the collection. All new. Let's start off with a fantastic one. This Land Rover 90 from 1997 copyright date. Oh. It's going to be packaging dust everywhere. I'm sure this one's not an easy piece to come by. Usually these Land Rovers are extremely popular, so they can fetch a hefty price. I wonder what this one fetches, because I don't really know much about this particular release. Interesting that the top is plastic, part of the interior, metal base, metal body. Strange construction. Weird color combos too. Again, suspension, which is nice to see. I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, I do like that. I gotta move pretty quickly here. We got this Land Rover Freelander in a blue. They're basically all 97, 98 copyright date. I don't need to keep saying that, really. We've been hearing that for 47 minutes. The whole stack just fell over. Whatever. Suspension. Ooh, man, look at that blue. Don't like the car, but that blue, I love that. I love that blue. Canyon Park. I believe it's the exact same as several one, just in blue. Ah, my finger stuck. So there's that one. Lens detail for the windshield there. That looks good. What have we got? We got a Jeep Grand Cherokee. I like this one. It's a very stock looking version. We always like the stock versions. The boat on top. Suspension. This one's very close to stock. Very realistic. I'm pretty sure some of these go for like a couple of bucks. Like a decent penny, you know? I like that. I like that it has Jeep there. I can get away with the front. It definitely needed the back. That one's a great release. That probably is the best version of this casting. Probably. Most stock looking. We got a Peterbilt tanker. Yeah. Fun cow livery. I can get down with that. That's alright. That doesn't come off. So that's pretty neat. So I don't think I got this blue stuff all over me from the Land Rover there. Plastic base, metal construction, plastic here. I don't think I have a single one of these in my collection until now. And you know what? Those are fragile, so I gotta be careful, but that's a nice one for sure. I think I got 3 or 4 in this collection, so I'm looking forward to opening those. I'm starting to lose my voice because I need a drink. With the GMC Wrecker. What is this? 98. So some of the cards look different. This one wants to put up a fight. I have to grab a screwdriver just to open this. Holy. I don't know whoever glued that, but geez. These Wreckers are very popular castings. Always hard to get, at least around here. Came with my favorite wheels. What's the copyright date on this thing? I'm blinding myself. Geez. 87. Oh, I'm blind now. I got the hook. I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want to break it. These are very difficult to find in my area, so I'm happy that there's, I think, 4 in this collection that are new to me. We got a 94 Camaro and a very nice purple. Boom. Oh, all right. Got a little metallic flake there, suspension. Yeah, that paint's actually a little bit nicer than I expected in person. Yeah, I like that. I don't mind the wild decos. It could be like a pace car or something like that. Yeah, you know what? It's not bad. Here's a unique one. I've never seen this one before. This is the Icarus coach. Never seen it before. New casting in my collection, and it is really freaking heavy for how tiny it is. The whole thing's all metal, right? Yeah, metal, obviously plastic windows, metal yellow part, and plastic base. What even is the copper to on this? 86, 1/140th scale. Like, it's tiny, but it's a weird little thing, eh? It's so weird looking. But I mean, hey, it's a new casting in my collection. I am not opposed. Front window fits a little weird, but yeah, sure. I have to look up that tooling. I'm curious to know more about it. We got a classic one here. This power truck. I have a couple of them now. They're pretty popular, like the tow rigs there. This moves around. It's got the good little green lights. DOT 103. Plastic base, plastic part here. I think this is coming back for 2022. Don't quote me, but I think so, from what I've seen. This one's a weird one. Sand speeder. You know, I used to not like this casting, but now the more I have them, I think I'll have 5 now. I kind of like it. It's a weird one, but I don't mind it. Because it's not licensed, but it's, I mean, yeah, if you're going through the sand dunes, you might see something quite like this, quite similar to this. It's a huge scale. I don't know why they made it that big, but whatever. I mean, I guess they are pretty big in real life. I've seen quite a few. Usually they're taller, but there's that one. There's too much time on that one. This one's another new casting for me, the Buster. Never heard of this one either. But again, for an unlicensed casting, no suspension. It's similar to like almost like a Dodge Dakota kind of Ford truck thing. Yeah, I should look up this casting for sure because I'm curious to know what their versions they got going on with this. Yeah, that was okay. You know, for, like I said, for an unlicensed casting, not bad, not bad. 71 Camaro Z28 in a gold. No suspension, that's a shame. Very nice gold metallic flake. I actually don't know if I have this particular casting in my collection. I can't remember. There's so many Camaros, right? But not bad. What do we got? A Dodge. All right, weird. This is concept car. All right. Another new casting for me in my collection. Oh, suspension. Ooh, even that. Ooh, that paint is nice. This is an ugly car. But sure, we're adding it to the collection. I guess it was like a Viper before a Viper was a Viper, I guess. What should we look at here? We got this Chevy Tahoe. This is a general police car, nothing crazy there. No suspension. Got the unit on the side, chrome base. This is great casting as well. They used to have suspension for this one, I believe. I have a couple with suspension. I could be wrong. That was not bad. And got a couple of more here, 3 more, and that'll be it. We'll have a look at this airlift. Just 2 seconds on this one because it's not something we particularly fancy, but I have to show it. a fair amount of metal on this one, but this thing, I'm not going to do it, but it pulls down and it spins. So it's got some play value to it. I'll put that off to the side. Same with this one. I won't spend too much time on it. The four-wheeler. Not something I collect, but if it just happens to be there in a collection, then I will add it. It's an alright casting. Little dude comes off here. That one's okay. The last one we're going to look at, and it's the end of the video here, is this Chevy Silverado 4x4. Gosh, if you stuck around for this whole video, thank you. But I think that's a solid way to end with a very nice white Chevy Silverado fast ride snowboards. There you go. Bam. 55 minutes and counting. That is it, guys. I have a part 2 coming. Should be here tomorrow. I'm actually going to do this other half of the video in the morning. And hopefully you guys stuck it out with this. And yeah, stay tuned for more.